In this video, I'm going to show you exactly how to go viral on TikTok and avoid being stuck at 200 views for eternity. And no, I won't tell you to create hyper-rated videos, have animations, or even have a massive following. In fact, with our first page, we grew to over 800,000 followers in less than 7 months just posting podcasts. And those were completely unedited. All we did was add captions and add a song in the background. And that alone got us over 200 million views and helped us generate over $35,000 a month. And the results were that good that even Luke Belmar reached out to us to work together. Now, with that being said, there is only one variable that makes a difference between you getting a 50k views video and a 10 million views video, and that's watch time. Just have a look at these stats. As you can see, any video that has 25% or less watch time gets under 1 million views, whilst every video with more than 25% watch time gets 1 million plus views. This is basically your golden ticket to go viral. And in this video, I'm going to show you exactly how to do that. And make sure to stick around because the last one is the one that got us the most results. Now, first of all, we have emotional triggers. People are more reactive to emotions than they are to some text or images on a screen, right? And this is the exact reason why certain movies are better than others, because they keep you emotionally involved. Some might have a romantic story, some might make you sad, some others might make you happy or angry, or some other ones might remind you of something that happened to you in the past. And the videos that do go viral are the ones that keep you emotionally involved. The only difference is that you now have 5 to 10 seconds rather than 2 hours. And also there is another difference. When you choose a movie, you actively want to choose that movie. You actively want to watch that movie. When it comes to a short video, you're basically just scrolling through TikTok or Instagram and you need to basically capture people's attention. So I want you to imagine your TikTok videos as a super concentrated movie. Can you make someone feel the same emotions that they will feel after a 2-hour movie in 10 seconds? Now, I don't know if you're making your own videos or maybe you're just outsourcing from the internet, from other people that create podcasts, that create content. But if you do focus on the emotional side, it makes it easier for you to create videos as well as you spotting videos from other people that might go viral. When we were growing Lifer, that was basically our entire job. We were basically going through hundreds of podcasts, find the most engaging and the most emotionally charged videos and re-upload them on TikTok, on Instagram, and on YouTube. And I promise you that once you get good at finding these emotionally charged parts of a video and you start uploading them, you'll be getting millions of views just as we did. So all I want you to take from this first step is that emotions matter above all, right? You could have a shit video, but then because it's emotionally charged, then it will just go super viral. Simply because people will share it, they will comment, they will like it, etc. Now, the second step is component alteration. By far, the first 2 to 3 seconds of your video are the most important for retention. So, if the first 3 seconds are not engaging enough for them to completely stop scrolling and give you their undivided attention, then there is no chance that they will stick around to watch the whole video. And if they do end up scrolling past and not stopping on your video, then it will basically signal TikTok that your video is not good enough and it won't be pushed to new audiences. I just want to remind you that the whole purpose of TikTok is to keep people around for as long as possible on the platform so that they can show them ads and make revenue from it. And obviously, if someone just scrolls off and they don't engage with a specific video, then they are more likely to not be emotionally involved into it and drop off the app. With that being said, let's try to think logically. The average TikTok user only watches a video for 8 seconds, and throughout the day they end up seeing hundreds. The real question is, how can you make them stop scrolling and give you their attention? You need your first 3 seconds to stand out from the mass. You basically need a new component alteration. For example, for the podcast niche, most creators just clip certain parts of a podcast and upload them on TikTok. And that's something that really worked for us 1 year ago, right? Because nobody was actually doing it. Now, I know what you might think. You might think that this whole niche is completely saturated. And that's not true. I've seen hundreds of people, hundreds of creators going into the podcast niche and they're still making millions of views. You just need to be a bit more innovative. And I just want to show you an example of exactly what I mean.
You're crazy until you're successful, then you're a genius.
People think you're too obsessed. You're a weirdo. Stop only making videos. Like, get a life. Be realistic. People will convince you you're out of your mind for wanting to do this. But then once you're successful, they're like, yo, your drive, your tenacity was great. But it's like, yeah, well, where was that back then?
Now, this is the exact video that hundreds, if not thousands of other creators have clipped and have uploaded on TikTok, right? But this is different. The hook, those 3 seconds where your brain is thinking, what the fuck is going on? It's exactly the difference between you getting a 1K view video or making a 1.2 million view video, right? And in this case, this one video got 1.2 million views. So you take an existing niche, but then you apply a new hook to it and it will still work. Basically, you don't need a hyper edited video. You just need to think outside the box, take a niche and give it your spin. And last but not least, we have the domino effect. This is normally a technique used in copywriting, but it's something that you can absolutely abuse to increase your retention and get millions of views. Essentially, for each line that you say or whatever creator you use in your videos, you want your viewers to want more. So each phrase will basically make them want more. They want to know the final ending. They want to, they have that itch to know, okay, what's going to happen in the end. And this is the exact concept that TV shows use to basically force you to watch ads on television. They basically cut the show at the most intense moment, where you basically at your peak of curiosity, you just want to know what's going to happen next. And they show you an advert because they know that you have that curiosity. They know that you are more likely to watch the whole ad and that you are definitely more likely to come back to finish the show. So when you create your videos, make sure that each line that you are saying or the other person is saying leaves people to want more. They want to know, okay, and then what, and then what, and then what, and they lead them to the end of it, right? They lead them to want more and more and more. They want to know what's going to be at the end of it. And if you do want to know more about this whole concept of copywriting and how this applies to videos as well, then I would strongly recommend you to check out Eugene Schwartz. He's probably one of the biggest when it comes to advertising, when it comes to copywriting. He was basically a master when it came to copywriting and writing ads for companies. And yes, I do understand that the videos that you're posting are not basically adverts, but really, how far off is it? Both imply using words to get someone hooked, to want them to know more, and eventually you have a call to action at the end. Exactly the same as adverts as well as videos. So yeah, sounds pretty close to me. Now, a hack that I shouldn't even be telling you for free is to cut and reorder clips to increase the retention. So for example, if you have a 5-minute clip, then you can take the best points and clip them all together because you know that those parts are highly engaging and keeps people emotionally involved. And I literally, so far, I don't know anyone that's doing this. But we basically have created the GPT where just have your transcript and the GPT will spit out what are the best parts and it will basically help you put the whole video together. And we do have this in our program. We have created it for all the lazy bastards in our program. Anyways, just to wrap things up, these are the 3 main components that we used when we were basically growing our page Lifer to over 800,000 followers on TikTok. Now, I do understand that we were very early on when it comes to this whole podcast niche, and other people might think, well, I can't achieve the same results as you because, the times have changed. But I can guarantee you that if you know how to give them a spin and if you use the things that I taught you in this video, you will be able to get millions of views still. All you need is literally a strong hook, something that screams novelty rather than something copied from some other creator online. And I also wanted to remind you again that watch time is the most important thing when it comes to TikTok. All you need is to follow these 3 components to either find content from other creators or create your own content. And with this being said, we also have a platform where we help students just like you to grow on social media, grow their audience, as well as monetize it with digital products. And if this is you, and if you want to scratch that itch to at least see what's inside, then check the link in the description. That's basically our website. If not, we also have a complete 2-hour video. It's basically a social media masterclass where I teach you everything from A to Z about how to grow on social media, how to get your first 50K, and I'll see you there.